Hello, welcome to the Steamers podcast, episode 2. I'm already doing a second episode. You guys already can tell. And I'm going to reveal the real reason I traded down so far as I did. If, think of it this way, you're in a rebuilding mode on the defense. You've got your youngest player on the defense is 29 years old. The corners are really young. But we're not talking about the corners. Your youngest player on the defense, like out of defensive end and linebacker, is a 29-year-old. That's pretty bad. So I looked at this defense and I said to myself, if I don't trade this pick away, if I don't trade this pick down, yes, we get Dexter Smith. That's who I was planning on drafting. I could reveal that because obviously he's not going to fall that far. That will complete our offensive line. But that will not complete the defense. The defense will still be in rebuilding mode. I will lose my job because we will keep missing the playoffs because I'm trying to rebuild the defense while maintaining the offense. I'll lose my job. I'll get fired. And I thought if we are going to win an RFL Bowl, if we're going to win the RFL championship, we need to get younger on defense. So I traded my number one pick, a first this year. You guys probably know the trade, but I'm going to recap it. A first this year, a first next year, a third this year. So basically, we have 2 picks now this year in the draft. And we get J.J. Vaughn. So that's 3 picks, and a player. 3 picks and a player. I'll take it. Now, I wouldn't have traded the first round pick if, say, he gave me a third or fourth in Vaughn. I wouldn't have done that. I'm not that dumb. But when you get proposed an offer, 2 first round picks for your number 1 overall pick, and the Condors aren't even that, they aren't terrible, but they're not going to do anything next year. Like, I'll take it. Dexter Smith is probably the best player in the draft. I'm telling you this, I missed out on the best player in the draft. I traded down to the 20 overall pick in the draft, but I also got a first next year. So, say if the Condors go 5-11, I've automatically got a top 10 draft pick. Plus, if the Steamers miss out on the playoffs, which not my goal, but say they do, I get a top 15 draft pick. I could trade that pick down, get more picks, and complete the defense without touching free agency. That is the reason I traded down my number 1 pick. Number 1. The Condors could be good. They could go 12-4. If that's the case, I will trade down that pick. So if we're bad, I will keep our pick. If the Condors bad, I'll keep their pick. If we make it into the playoffs, I will trade the Steamers pick next year. I'll trade it and get more picks. So it's a win-win. I mean, if both teams do good, I'll keep one of them. I gotta keep a first round pick. I can't trade that down unless we win the RFL Bowl. I can't trade it down my first round pick. If you win the relocation bowl, there's no reason to keep your first round pick. You basically got the 32nd pick in the draft. You're not going to get anyone special. You should just trade it down. Maybe you can sneak in a first next year, but you got to trade the pick down. That is the reason I traded down my number 1 pick. In the end, I can rebuild the defense next year, and we can get back to our winning ways next year. Do I think we can win this year? It's a possibility, but the way our division's looking, I said the Elks were terrible in my last podcast. that is 50-50. Either Ethan does some magic with the team or he doesn't. That's up to him. I mean, if he does a bad draft, sure, we'll get into playoffs 10-6. They'll go 8-8. But Ethan's not a dumb guy. He's not. He's a very smart guy. So we have got our backs against the wall here this year. We do. We have a high powered offense, no defense at all. Defense wins championships. We have no defense. So my this is kind of a record preview, I guess. My initial record for the Steamers this year, 2018, 9-7. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back in the next one right before the draft, and I will give you all my prospects who I think will be good, will be a bust, and my initial thoughts. That will be closer to the draft because I can't really say anything now. I don't have the I haven't scouted yet, so I can't really say who's going to be a beast, who's going to be a bust. But I'll let you guys know. Anyway, see ya.